Hey everyone, welcome to Time Ripple, where we bring the past to life and uncover the people and ideas that changed our world forever. Today, we're exploring the extraordinary story of Nikola Tesla, a man whose imagination and inventions were so far ahead of his time that even today, some of his ideas sound like science fiction. So sit back and let's dive into the life of the man who dreamed of lighting up the world and beyond. Nikola Tesla was born at the stroke of midnight on July 10th, 1856, in the tiny village of Smiljan in what is now Croatia. The legend says a violent thunderstorm raged outside as Tesla's mother went into labor. When the midwife cried out that this was a bad omen, Tesla's mother is said to have whispered, "No, he will be a child of light." From the start, Tesla's life seemed tied to electricity, and from the moment he could walk and talk, he was fascinated by the invisible forces that surrounded him. As a boy, he watched lightning storms for hours, wondering how nature could unleash so much energy. He would later say that these moments planted the seeds for his lifelong mission, to harness that power for the good of humanity. Tesla's mind worked differently. He could see inventions fully formed in his imagination, machines so vivid he could almost touch them. He had what today we might call a photographic memory, able to memorize entire books, recite poems, and calculate complex math in his head. He was a dreamer, yes, but also a thinker of precision. But Tesla's early years were not easy. When he was 7, his beloved older brother Dane died in a tragic horse riding accident. The grief shattered Tesla's family, and Tesla himself was haunted by strange visions and hallucinations for years after. In some ways, his brilliance seemed both a gift and a burden. Tesla went on to study engineering in Graz, Austria, and later in Prague. There, he became obsessed with the idea of alternating current, AC. While most people, including leading scientists, focused on direct current, DC, Tesla saw that AC had incredible potential. It could transmit power over much longer distances. It could change the world. After working for the Continental Edison Company in Europe, Tesla dreamed bigger. He wanted to bring his ideas to America, the land of opportunity. So in 1884, at age 28, Tesla boarded a ship to New York City. He arrived with little more than the clothes on his back, a few coins in his pocket, and a letter of introduction to the great inventor Thomas Edison. At first, Edison and Tesla seemed like a perfect match. But it didn't take long for their differences to emerge. Edison was practical, a businessman through and through, always focused on profit and application. Tesla, by contrast, was a visionary, a man who cared more about discovery and progress than money. Tesla offered to redesign Edison's DC generators to make them more efficient. Edison promised him $50,000, a massive sum in those days, if he could do it. And Tesla delivered. But when he asked for the money, Edison laughed and said it had been a joke. Tesla was furious. He quit on the spot. For a time, Tesla worked manual labor, digging ditches, wiring streets, anything to survive. But even then, his mind burned with ideas. And soon his luck would change. In 1887, Tesla found an ally in George Westinghouse, an industrialist who believed in AC power. Together, they set out to revolutionize the electrical industry. What followed became known as the War of the Currents. Edison, determined to protect his DC systems, launched a campaign to discredit AC. He called it dangerous. He staged public demonstrations where animals were electrocuted with AC to terrify the public. But Tesla and Westinghouse had science on their side. AC could travel further, more efficiently, and power entire cities. The turning point came in 1893. Tesla's AC system was chosen to power the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, the first all-electric World's Fair. For the first time, people saw a city lit up at night, glowing with clean, brilliant light. It was a triumph. Later, Tesla's AC technology was used at Niagara Falls, creating the first major hydroelectric power plant. Tesla had done it. He had helped electrify the world. But Tesla didn't stop with electricity. His mind raced to new frontiers, wireless communication and wireless power. In his lab, he created devices that sent signals without wires, what we now call radio. Though Guglielmo Marconi would later receive credit, much of the technology came from Tesla's patents. Tesla also demonstrated remote-controlled boats, at a time when such things seemed like magic. Then came Wardenclyffe Tower, Tesla's boldest project. He dreamed of building a global wireless energy system. Imagine, he said, a world where energy flows through the air, free to all. He began building a giant tower in Shoreham, Long Island, but the project ran out of funds. Backers like J.P. Morgan withdrew support when they realized Tesla couldn't promise profits. The tower was dismantled. Tesla's greatest dream, free power for all, was lost. In his later years, Tesla continued to invent. He explored new turbines, X-rays, oscillators, and what he called the death ray, a beam of energy that could protect nations by making war impossible. Whether the device ever truly existed remains a mystery. But Tesla's financial troubles deepened. He lived in New York hotels, often unable to pay the rent. He became a familiar figure in the city's parks, feeding pigeons, whom he said he loved as he would a human being. Tesla died on January 7, 1943, alone in his hotel room. The world, caught up in World War II, barely noticed his passing. But the FBI took his papers, worried about what secrets they might contain. Today, we see Tesla's genius everywhere. Alternating current powers the modern world. His work in radio and remote control paved the way for our wireless age. His ideas inspired generations of inventors. His name lives on in scientific units of magnetic field strength, in museums and statues, in the Tesla Motors Company, and in the imaginations of people who believe in a future shaped by bold ideas. Tesla was more than an inventor. He was a visionary who dreamed of a world connected by invisible forces, a world where knowledge and energy could flow freely to all. And though he died poor, his ideas made the world rich. Thanks for watching this extended journey into the life of Nikola Tesla on Time Ripple. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you never miss a ripple through history. Tell me in the comments, who should we explore next? Which forgotten genius, wild invention, or hidden moment from the past should we uncover? Until next time, keep questioning, keep imagining, and keep exploring the ripples of time.